Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play You Don't Know Jack Mach 2.
A single player. Thank you. Gameplay functions as follows. When you have located the correct answer to a call, you are already familiar with the roles. Excellent. We will begin immediately.
1.
This category is Stop Your Whining and Crayon. And this one's gonna be worth $2,000. Okay, snuggle up now, because it's time for the story time episode. Are you all cozy-wozy? Good. Because I'm going to tell you about a little fellow named Harold and his purple crayon. Okay? If Harold uses his purple crayon to illustrate children's books, which of these awards might he aspire to win? The Caldecott Medal, the Penn Faulkner Award, the Booker Prize, or the Newbery Medal?
I seem to remember the Newbery list back in school.
Newbery? More like raspberry. Let me show you what I would have picked. If you do the bestest job illustrating an American children's book, you could win the Caldecott Medal. Yeah, you know, I won some awards when I was Harold's age. Yeah, one time I won a cool, pointy hat and got to sit in the corner by myself all day just for being smart.
Yes, I'm sure that's how that works. I'll take my
Category's
pointy
gonna
hat
be
now.
Trolls are people too. $1,000 at stake on this one. Hey, do you remember that troll from the Three Billy Goats Gruff? Lives under the bridge? Sucks being a troll, huh? Well, say the troll's looking for a new bridge to live under. If he heeds the warning of a famous nursery rhyme, which bridge will he avoid? London Bridge, the Brooklyn Bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge, or all bridges in Madison County?
Yeah, the only one that's mentioned is falling down.
As the little song tells us, London Bridge is falling down. Ah! Yeah, so not only will the troll's medical expenses be outrageous, he'll have to spend a fortune on redecorating.
I don't know, postmodern rubble sounds about
this
right.
one, poetry. Good for the soul, but not for the wallet. $3,000 for this one. Hope you're hungry. It's question time. If Shel Silverstein had written a poem about his earlier career, which of these titles would he most likely have used? A Baptism in the Attic, The Plumbing Tree, Where the Lacy Nighty Ends, or The Missing Piece of Garbage?
Why do I want to say he was a minister?
Baptism in the Attic, huh? Well, I hope your roof's not leaking or you're gonna have God dripping through. So you don't lose any sleep over it. Before he started writing kid stuff, Shel Silverstein was a cartoonist for Playboy. Kind of a similar gig, though. He just had to get used to drawing with straight lines instead of the curvier ones.
Yeah.
4.
This one's called, finally, a choice. I'm gonna make this one $1,000. Ready? Here's the question. If instead of a textbook, your philosophy professor uses choose-your-own-adventure stories, what theory is he teaching? Feng Shui, utilitarianism, predestination, or free will?
Well, it's debatable, but...
The theory of free will says that every person controls their own destiny by the choices they make. Choose your own adventure, huh? Well, why don't they just go the extra step? Put out a blank notebook and call it Write Your Own Freaking Story. Well, what do you know about that? It's a coinky-dink.
I like the choose
Okay,
your own
come
adventure
closer. I'll show you how
books.
this thing works. I'm going to show you different... Okay, so you already know how this thing works, right? Your coinky-dink is called Once Upon a... What now? Okay, hold on to something, because we're doing it. To raise a child and deliveries in the blank. What's the link between these two?
I'm not catching the... There we go.
Nose and storage space in a car.
Honker.
Donkey and brown nosers kiss this.
Ass.
Kick the blank and Prince Albert is in this.
Can.
blank and county blank denim store.
Seat. Just synonyms for backside.
Hobo and a blank deal.
Bum.
Last car on a train and rhymes with the moose.
The caboose. Yes.
All right, let's go for the bonus. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all princes? Things that are Snow White?
No.
Fairies?
No.
Buildings with a lot of stories?
No.
Creatures in Aesop's fables?
No.
Terms for the ant? Oh yeah, rack it up. Once upon a time, you got an answer right. Perfect. Now
Yeah,
see if
don't
you
get
top
used
it
to
off
it.
with a bonus. Player one, you're a winner all around. How about that? Let's get out of here.
6.
Coming at you. Never judge a baby by its cover. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. You know, I'd imagine that for an author, creating a character is sort of like giving birth. Although I can't really picture J.D. Salinger in Lamaze class, but anyhow, because it has the longest gestation period, which of these animal characters might have taken the longest for its author to create? Clifford, Babar, Winnie the Pooh, or Curious George?
Elephants.
Elephants, including Babar, have the longest gestation period. It's almost 2 years long. Man, if the author had made Babar a fruit fly, they'd be rich by now.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have a very long-lived character
Next,
there.
Jack and his beanstalk. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. All right, think back to the story of Jack and the Beanstalk and tell me this. Upon hearing the giant bellow his famous fee-fi-fo-fum line, which of these would Jack have most likely uttered? Sound 1, Zut alors! Sound 2, Floriel! Sound 3, Scheisse! Or sound 4, Madonna mia!
Is he French?
Well, that's about the stupidest answer you've ever picked. No, and excuse my French. Not the swearing, the French accent. It was bad. I'm sorry. Does this ring a bell? Fee-fi-fo-fum. The
Oh,
giant
yeah.
can smell the blood of an Englishman. But then, what do you expect from a guy who's been eating
I
magic
was sitting there trying to
beans?
figure out where the story came from, and I completely disregarded the whole actual story.
Here's a little something I
Ugh.
call Old Mother Hubbard is an old mother. Get this one right, you get $1,000. Here's the question. If Old Mother Hubbard continues her infamous neglectful ways, which of these groups might come after her? The ACLU, the ASPCA, the AYSO, or NAMBLA?
Nambla. Yeah. Let's not
Old
think
Mother
about
Hubbard's
them.
got a bare cupboard and a really hungry dog, which would sure as hell draw the attention of the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. And I bet they'd also be interested in somebody cutting the tails off of blind mice. You hear that, farmer's wife?
9.
The category is, who says folk tales can't rock and roll? You get it right, you get $2,000.
Me.
Okay, time to see what
No, wait,
interesting
not me.
tidbits we can find in the classifieds this week. Here we go. Musician needed to fill out quintet and perform gigs in Germany. Already have donkey, cat, dog, and rooster. Part-time crime fighting involved. Well, we really howl. Okay, who placed this ad? Old King Cole and his Fiddlers 3, the Brementown Musicians, the Magic Flute, or the Pied Piper of Hamlet?
Yep, that's Bremen.
The Brementown Musicians were 4 folktale animals who got together to make some music. And then they chased away some robbers and stuff. I hear they're looking for a new manager since they dumped their old one. Turned out to be a real snake.
Makes
Well,
sense.
I hope you're all rested up because you're about to take on a dis or dat. Here's the category for your dis or dat. MC Peter Rabbit says Farmer McGregor is whack. Now, I'm going to read off a list. Well, someone's done this before. Here's your 30 seconds. Jemima Puddle Duck Rabbit. Mrs. Tiggywinkle. Professor Griff. Samuel Whiskers.
Really?
Foxy Brown. Schmoovy Schmoove. Last one, Tippy tiptoes. All right, so you dropped a couple. I've seen worse. Let's look at your score. All right, now how do you feel about a new question?
All of those sounded like Potter characters, except for Schmoovy Schmoo.
This category is, here's our new, really uptight mascot. I'm gonna give away $3,000 this time. Okay, you ready for this one? Imagine the Christian Coalition wants to get a fairy tale character as their mascot for family values. Because its species is monogamous, which of these characters would be the most appropriate Christian Coalition mascot? The Big Bad Wolf, the Cat in the Hat, Mother Goose, or Peter Cottontail?
I think geese actually do mating pairs.
Geese take one mate and keep them for life. And together they raise their kids in a God-fearing home that doesn't tolerate any of the decadence that's ruining this country. Have you ever seen a gosling with a rap sheet? I don't think so.
12,
The category's gonna be Fairy Godmothers Local 309. How does $2,000 sound? Okay, now when I said that this week's theme was story time, I didn't mean just bedtime stories. In fact, right now, it's auto mechanic story time with my mechanic, Mike. How you doing, Mike? What do you got for us today?
Today we're going to read the story of the Little Red Distributor Cat. One day, Little Red Distributor Cat was minding her business in a 4-cylinder 2.2-liter Chevy engine when a wolf stopped her. "What do you got in the basket?" says Wolfie. How does she answer? "Fluid for grandma hydraulic brakes, electric current for grandma spark plugs, a fuel air mix for grandma piston valves, a refrigerant for grandma radiator."
I'm pretty sure the distributor cap does electric current.
Your distributor cap sends a basket of electrical current cookies to your grandma's spark plugs, making them spark off in sequence.
So you're telling me that's why my car won't start? A wolf ate my distributor cap?
Yep, those older cars, anything could happen. That's $300.
Damn.
Oh, you just gave away thousands. Come on.
I'm calling this one Judy's Bloomin'. Let's see what you'll do for $1,000. Now, who can forget coming home from school and curling up with a great Judy Bloom book like Freckle Juice? If you go to your local health food store for all-natural, freshly squeezed Freckle Juice, what would you be chugging down? Some refreshing melanin, some tasty chyme, some chilled keratin, or some frosty cerumen?
I'm pretty sure freckles are just expressions of melanin.
Freckles are made up of the skin pigment melanin. Just make sure that health food store boy over there is only squeezing his freckles in your juice, okay? Make sure the zits stay on his face.
Yeah.
14,
This one's called A 5-Day Waiting Period on Books. You give me a right answer, I'll give you $3,000. All right, give me your best shot. Say a death row inmate wanted to delay his execution. Because these stories were used in that capacity, what should the inmate ask the priest to read to him the night before? Arabian Nights, Aesop's Fables, Grimm's Fairy Tales, or Just So stories?
Yeah. Arabian Nights.
The stories in Arabian Nights are told by a queen to her husband the king every night so he doesn't kill her. Which proves my point. If more killers were tucked in and told a bedtime story at night, I bet there'd be less murder in the world.
Depends who you have tucking them in.
You've almost... A little edgy, aren't we? I thought someone switched to decaf. Here, try this clue. Who and the what? What? Wait. Who? Where? What? Wait. Oh.
Beauty and the Beast. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Goldilocks and the Pretty Pony. I'm pretty sure that's a fan fiction by now. James and the Giant Peach. I can't read that. The Owl, oh, and the Pussycat. The Princess and the Pea. Hare and the Tortoise. Peter and the Wolf. Yes, it was there. I missed it. And it came back, and I did not.
Sweet mercy, you're like some kind of machine! Let's check out your score! That's it! Player one, I couldn't have done a better job myself, because I wouldn't have played by myself. I would have found something else to do, you know? Now, but seriously, player one, and this isn't easy for me to say.
I have to beat 36K to get on the board again. Oh well. Take care, folks. I will see everyone back next time for more. Thank you for joining me for this one. And
Listen to this. It's a recording.
I will
from
let you
planet
enjoy the
Mars.
commercials. Take care, folks.
Hey, keep it down. I'm watching a game over here.
Women, dude. You can't live with them. You can't have sex without them.
Knees.
They bend.
You gotta love knees.
I have 2 of them.
And so should you. Brought to you by the Knee Council. Psst, hey, listen to this. It's a recording from the planet Venus.
Oh my god, I'm having hot flashes again.
Do these pants make my butt look big? Let's go shopping.
He was a general who would become a slave who would become a gladiator who would become a performance artist.
Good afternoon, everybody. I would like to do some of my art for you. I have things from inside that I would like the rest of the world to sort of understand. Wait, whoa, what? No, lions, no lions. I was not anticipating lions in my piece.
Prepare yourself for Gladiator, the artist. This time, his pain is on the inside.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm lonely. Are you? Call me. 1-800-HOT-BOTS. Let's go out.
I was up for a night of hot woman on robot action. Well, I got what I wanted. Plus, at the end of the night, my robotic escort really put out.
Give me a call. 1-800-HOT-BOTS. I'm waiting by the phone. Plus, at the end of the night, I really put out.
Want to get away? Come stay at the beautiful Sam Benton Bed and Breakfast. Sam Benton is miles and miles away from civilization. Each room is equipped with a bunk-style bed and a private urinal. Continental bread and water breakfast is offered until 6:30 a.m. Enjoy recreational sports in the yard, or make new friends in the popular rec room.
You're purty.
And forget doing laundry, because each guest receives a complimentary orange jumpsuit. At Sam Benton, we'll take you away for the trip of a lifetime.
Everybody in gorilla costumes. Fingers.
I love them.
They're great.
I use mine every day.
And so should you.
Fingers!
Brought to you by the Finger People.
Are you tired of Italian waiters always pushing the veal?
I'll take the spaghetti.
You should try the veal pizza.
Spaghetti.
Veal.
Spaghetti!
Veal! Well, worry no longer. Thanks to the new book, 1001 Excuses Not to Order the Veal. This handy restaurant companion lists over 1,000 excuses to use when you don't want to order veal. Just listen.
I can't eat veal because I'm from Scandinavia.
I'd order the veal, but it causes my limbs to fall off.
Or come dressed as a calf and try the excuse.
How dare you? I'm not a cannibal.
So order 1001 Excuses Not to Order the Veal and have a pleasant veal-free meal the next time you dine out.
Wow.